Hey, what's up, guys? Me again. Just thought I'd give you guys another update. I used to have a bunch more vegetables here, but I ran out of room, so I had to get rid of a bunch. And I did plant a little early, ran out of space, got a new light, just a T8 setup, 4 bulbs, nothing fancy. But I got tomato plants, and they're doing really well, sort of. I think I overwatered them a little bit, but I'll just hold back off on the watering a little bit. I've noticed less water is better than too much water. That's what I've been learning. So that's just a heads up from you guys. Let the leaves tell you when the thing needs to be watered. They'll start to wilt a little bit. Just a friendly suggestion. But here I got 2 fans. This is my ghetto grow room fan type thing, a garbage can, you know. I got a fan being held up by some rope and stuff. Just a cheap old fan. It's blowing down on the plants. And then I got another fan here. Just an oscillating fan. Cheap one. $20 at Walmart. But it works for what I need. Another thing I need to show you guys is what happens when you start to over-fertilize your plants a little bit. I'll show you here on this leaf. See how it's starting to go dark brown. Don't mind the spots there. I treated them a little bit a while ago because I thought I had a bug infestation, but it ended up just being pepper leaf edema. So I treated them with sulfur because I thought that was I don't know why, but just thought it'd be a good idea. Didn't hurt them or anything, but I'll show you the edema if it'll focus in. There we go. See those little white dots everywhere? If it'll focus. That's pepper leaf edema. I thought it was some bug infestation or a fungus of some sort, so I treated them. And, well, pepper plants like copper, or not copper, sorry, sulfur. So I thought, why not? Just treat them with sulfur. Probably like it in the long run, so I made a super, super weak dilution, and I treated them. But here's what happens. You over-fertilize. Your leaves start to get crunchy. Sometimes they curl up and go like that, and then eventually they could just start falling off. They'll just fall off. So there's you guys just be careful when you're watering your plants. Let the leaves, from my experience, let the leaves tell you when they need something. So usually there's enough nutrients in the soils to keep them going for what you need. Here's a leaf that's kind of curling up a little bit. So there's a little bit of over-fertilization problem there. But it's not horrible. So hopefully just watering it with straight water and nothing else will do it some good. Another update I'll show you guys on when I pruned my plants. Here's what we got here. I pruned it down here. Sorry. There we go. I pruned it right there. And then it shot out 4 shoots on this plant specifically. And now I got 4 pretty much individual plants. And here's another one. This plant is just taken off. As soon as I put it in a bigger pot, it's a 5-gallon squat pot, it just started going crazy with new growth. And I pruned this one. Got all the inner growth in here away so that it has just a nice canopy, and all the inside I pruned a little bit, cut a couple of the leaves off, because what I've been teaching, or what I've been learning, is if the leaves are all in here and they're just full, they're not really contributing to the plant. So you want to get rid of those when you're indoors. When you're outdoors, the sun will take care of everything. But basically you want it for good airflow, so you can get good airflow in between everything. And yeah, here's a plant that I did not prune, and this is what it looks like unpruned. I'll show you guys here. Basically you got the stalk, and it's a little bit taller. This plant is a little younger, but basically you got one main stem coming up, and then you got a big canopy up here, and it'll just keep going. It's already starting a V right there. So basically you got your V up here, which is roughly a good foot, and down here I pruned these a little too young. Well, I like when I did it. It worked for me. But you got the V starting down here, so you got a much sturdier plant. Like there's compared to this guy. They're both pretty sturdy for what you got, because I got a fan on them. But another update, I had to get rid of a bunch of my vegetables because they weren't growing so well, and I ran out of room. I had to get another light. I got a 4 bulb T8 shop light, and it seems to be working well. You can see the tomato plants. There's a couple of the leaves that are like kind of curling up, and I think that's because I overwatered it a little bit. So just be careful on your watering schedule. Just the easiest way to tell is you just pick the pot up. If it feels heavy, then you know there's water. Another thing you can do if it's not root bound, just stick your finger in there and just check it out. Now I haven't had any bugs yet to date. I had a little moth in here I found just randomly, but I think they were attracted to the light, so I killed that, and I've been keeping a close eye. I found a couple of little tiny spider webs, but I don't know if those are... I can't see any spider mites or anything, so I think that's just regular house spiders doing their thing. And I've been keeping an eye on them very closely, just checking them daily, making sure that there's nothing. But here's another plant. I cut all the inside growth out, and take a look at what's happening here. You got all this new growth coming up the stalks, and that's what you have to look forward to. Is you got a ton of new growth here. I'll show you a plant that I pruned, but I didn't clean up yet because I feel it's a little too early to clean them up. Here's a good example right here. This is a, I'll tell you in a second what it is. This one is a 7-pot Primo. So here's what it looks like. Just a big bush. Big bushy bush. And got a couple of leaves underneath here. Doesn't get quite good airflow, so you're going to have that from time to time. But let's just pick a little leaf off, see what happens. Little soil. Nothing crazy. The plant just has soil on the leaf, and you do not want that. So just pick them off or cut them, however you want. The ones that are really close, as you can see, the bottom side of this leaf, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like there's too much going on there. They're nice and green. Everything looks good. I'm going to let them grow up a little bit more, and then I'm going to prune the inner growth out a little bit so that they can grow out, and then get new foliage in the middle, and then by the time they go outside in roughly a month, they can just take off. And this is my bread and butter right here. This is my favorite one out of them all. I thought it was going to be one of the Reapers, but I'm actually liking the way this Butchaloka is turning up. It's going pretty good. It's the same age as all these other guys, and it's the biggest out of them all, so I'm not doing anything different with them. It's just, I guess, the genetics of the plant. So there's another update for you guys. And you guys take care, and like I always say, let's keep it spicy, because spicy's good for you. See you later, guys.